Hello students, how are you? I hope you will be happy with your family, with your parents, with your grandpa. All these things all they are will be very happy, very happy at their home. Now, in the previous class, we have talked about the condition of the water and some facts also we have discussed related to water so that you can understand about what is the importance of the significance of the water and why the water chapter is given here. All these things we have discussed and by showing the different data released by the different sources. All these data are very much crucial to understand how the water is. If we will not use the water properly, what will happen in in the future? It may be happened there will be the no water available for the drinking purpose. So there is a scarcity or also generated, and so because of these things we have this chapter to understand all these kind of the situation. Now also that these are the some things which you have to understand to get to the more knowledge about the water. Now what happened here, now we have a talk about in the previous class we have talked about the what is water, what are the different sources of the water, and how much water is available for drinking purpose. There is some data also shown in front of you. Now uh, here now we are going to talk about that is the called as a potable water. It is the water that we are basically used for the drinking purpose. Here the potable water means what, the water which we are using for the drinking purpose, and that drinking purpose water is basically a potable water. Here is written the same statement. You can just go through this line. The pure form of water which does not contain, which we are talking about here, which does not contain any impurity. That means directly we can use the water to for the drinking purpose. That kind of the water is called a potable water. Here it is written drinking purpose. The drinking purpose, again I am repeating the same, drinking purpose water is basically a potable water. Now, the water from the here, the kind of the situations are given here so that you make what is the difference between the whole the water which is available on the earth. All these water whether we can used for the drinking purpose or not. That's why there is some points are also highlighted in front of you. Now the what of out of 71%, as we know that 71% of water on the earth, now 97% whatever the water available on the earth, these water, all the water we are talking about, the whole the water which is available on the earth. Now 97% out of that 71%, 97% is the water from the ocean and sea. Now these waters cannot be drink. The water from the ocean and sea content is dissolved, so there while these cannot be uh, drink, that because there is so many salts are dissolved in it, and hence the water is called a salty water or slimy water. That water is basically a salty water and slimy water we called as in. Now also how the waters are made, whether there is any kind of the way by which the waters are created or not. So there is a one very important topic that is called the water cycle. Very important topic. These questions, whenever I will make the paper, these questions um, gives to priority to ask with that related topic. So it is very important. Now what happened here? Just I want to explain. All these things are very well known, and these are written in the your book also. but just I want to explain what happened here with the use of this figure. Now you can see this figure only. I'm just explaining this figure so that you can make a more understanding and go through these all these kind of the things given here. If you want to read this paragraph, you can have a welcome. But what you have to understand is from here is very important. Now here there is a suppose that there is a ocean now or like a sea. Now what happened here? Due to the sunlight, due to the sunlight, what happened? These waters evaporate, vapor, water vaporized. When the water vaporized, it moves in the upward direction. Evaporate, when the water evaporate, it moves upward direction. What happened in here, the since as the airs or any kind of the things move in upward direction, the temperature as the upward direction is going to less, and because of that less temperature, the these waters mixed with the and as we know that there is also air which is coming from one side to another side in the area of the nearby the ocean. What happened there is in the air there is a dust particle also involved. These dust particle as well as this air and these vapors are gets accumulated in the same area. What happens is at that when these vapors mixed with this dust as well as air at a particular height, the temperature of that height, the temperature of that particular height, the air get condensed, the vapors get condensed, and since there is a less temperature, and because of the less temperature, the vapor get condensed, and because of that condense, the they form a cloud, they form a basically ice crystal. Now these ice crystals are get accumulated by the process, and due to that the that their weight is their mass will also high at that time. They are coming towards the downward. These ice, or we call as a clouds, are come towards the downfall. And what happened here, when these ice or these clouds are mixed together, they form a clouds, and these clouds basically at a high temperature, when these drops are get down, then the temperature will increase, and because of the high temperature, these ice will basically melted, and because of that melting, the the clouds are rain, and with that the clouds are means rains are created, and these rains again get deposited on the ocean, lakes, uh, well, as well as the canal. These places are get mixed, and with that this the whole the process or take place, and that process is basically the water cycle. There are the two three things which you have to understand. There is evaporation. Evaporation means, as I already told, that when the water get heated with the help of the sunlight, the evaporation take place, that movement of the water from the sea level to the towards the upward direction. And when these get condensed at a high temperature, at low temperature, when vapors are mixed with the dust particle, and there is a temperature at the top of height of the above the sea level, at a particular height the temperature is low, and because of the low temperature, these vapors are get condensed, that process. And when these condense because of the high weight, they again come towards the earth, and means towards the what we call towards the ocean or earth, and they gets precipitated. That means they are melt to form a water. And this is the basically whole the process are given here. And the process this also I have told you how the clouds are formed. Here evaporation is given. Evaporation is the process of converting liquid into gaseous form, that is called evaporation or vapor state. There is a condensation. I already told the process of converting vapor or gaseous form into its liquid form, that is called condensation. The water collected on the surface of water bottle due to the condensation. This is the example of the condensation. Now there is a precipitation. Precipitation is talk about how the water, the more water gets condensed in clouds or condensation of water in vapor in the atmosphere. The result is precipitation. That means they fall down in form of the water. That means all these clouds are means ice clouds are basically melted, and because of this melted ice they form a waterfall. The precipitation can be shown in the form of rain, snow, and hail. These are the some form of the rain. Here you can just see here the same things I in the form of the pictures. You can observe these pictures and write down what are the different name of these process are given here. The flow of water towards the ocean. The flow of water, this first condition is flow of water towards the ocean. Flow of water towards the ocean. The rain water fall into river and lake. The rain droplets fall into the ocean, river, and ponds. Water from the rivers, lake, ponds finally flow into the sea and ocean. These are the flow of water towards the ocean. Now that there is a one another process that is called the transpiration. We have observed that what we call on the leaf when they made their food uh, for their whole the plant, there is a some excess of water are deposited on the leaf. Uh, in the early morning we can observe it, or at the evening we can observe it. And the water drops which is present on the leaves of the plant, that is basically the transpiration. In the plant the process of evaporating, that is what we call the evaporating water through the leaves, that also already tell. When the water is absorbed through the root is called the transpiration, as already told. There is some conditions which arises due to the high pressure and less temperature, or we call as a high temperature and less pressure. Because of these conditions are arises. So what are the different condition due to the rain? There is some condition that is called a flood. And now the flood, which you have to understand, when the rainfall about the life but excess rainfall is basically a flood. Just to remember this point, this excess of rainfall is known as basically a flood. Now you can see this adverse effect of flood, because there is a damage of human life. It may be the some adverse effect. There is a crop damage of the crop. There is a domestic animals because of the flood. The domestic animals or damaged animals living in the water also can be damaged. The excess water may spread over a large area, causing the flood. And if these excess water is spread over a large area, that time it is called a flood. Now, another point that is called as a drought. Inadequate rainfall leads to a decrease in groundwater level, which makes the soil dry. Now, what happens if there is a inadequate rainfall? If there is a no means sufficient of water rainfall not occur in a particular area, then there is a condition of the drought. that you have to remember. And the drought is, it is the food, and if that things happen, if there is a condition arises of the drought, then there is a also chance to not get a food as well as the water. So it is these things we will discuss in the next class. So this is all about today's. We will talk about in the next class with this continue with this topic. So till the time you do all these activities, and also complete your notes by taking care of you and your parents also. Thank you for today's.